Cool kids. What it is, cool kids. How you doing? Well, it's just another manic Monday. Yep. If you're listening to this, you're probably listening to it on Monday. Your old buddy Josh doesn't keep your hours. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but that's okay. I got a big old box in the mail, and I'm pretty excited about it. I want to share the deals with you, so I'm going to leave a link in the description so that you can buy what I just bought. And Turd loves this box, so I'm going to push her off the box. So, this box has to weigh. Well, we could weigh it. Wouldn't it be fun? Maybe the weight's on the label, though. I don't know. I bet it weighs about 40, 50 pounds. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. See if I can weigh this bad boy. Hold on. Hold that thought. And action. Cool kids, I'm about to attempt to weigh the box for you guys so you know how much delicious stuff. Turd, you gotta get out of the way or you're gonna get smashed. Yeah, we're gonna smash you. Oh boy. Turd. There we go. 40.6 pounds. There we go. So I was close. 40.6 pounds. All right, what did we buy for 40 that weighs 40.6 pounds? You're asking. And I'm glad you asked. So here we go. 40.6 pounds of fun. The contents of this package cost me exactly $64. All right. So, what could I have bought that weighs 40.6 pounds for $64? If you guessed stainless steel plates, you'd be wrong. What I did buy, though, I'll go ahead and take this box down. Hold on. What I did buy was 2 boxes of MREs. Now, it's random. So, there's A and B cases. I got 2 Bs. So, unlucky there. I got 2 B cases. But I could have gotten 2 A's or an A and a B. Those are the combinations that could have happened. But let's do the math here, right? So we got, each package contains 12 MREs, right? And we can open one up, I guess. Why not? Well, then again, why? If you've seen an MRE, you've seen them. Well, we can open it. I don't care. So we might even do try it videos of MREs. Does that sound fun, guys? So you get 12 meals for $32, right? So that's not a bad little price, is it? And these meals will stay, as long as you store them properly, 20 years on the shelf. And these are not really old ones. These were made in 2024 or 2025, according to the advert. So they're still good for another 20 years. So let's do the calculator here. It's time for the calculator. So we paid $2.67 per meal. That's rounding up. That's not bad. I don't know where you can go and have food delivered to your house for $2.67 a meal. Now, I'm going to open the pack so we can see what's in the meal, because we got 2 identical packs, so we already know what we got. All right, I'm going to pause it while I do that. Oh, wow. Well, they really package them up, guys, I'll tell you. All right, here we go, guys. So, maple flavored pork sausage is the first one I've grabbed. Next up, Mexican style rice and beans. These are a little different from the one I ate when I was in the military. Pizza slice, what? Pizza slice with pepperoni. I'm sure that's horrible. That doesn't even sound good. Warfighter tested, warfighter approved, it says. Now, this is more what I expect. Chicken chunks, white and cooked. Yeah. Man, I remember them MREs, boy, though. I would always take my pound cake and trade it for entrees, because everybody loved them pound cakes, and I don't really dig sweets, so I used to eat a lot of food when I was 18, 19 years old. 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah. All the years. Mexican style chicken stew. Yeah, I liked food. Yeah, I'd take my little pound cake, and the other people, they'd be like, "Hey, V, let me get that pound cake." And I'd be like, "All right, man, what you got?" They'd be like, "I got frankfurters," and, or, you know, any of that. No one liked the chow mein. The chow mein noodles, I think it was. Lo mein, that's it. Lo mein noodles. That I like that son of a bitch. So I would trade, but the one you wanted was potatoes au gratin. Oh man, the potatoes au gratin, or that they had jerk chicken, if I remember right. Jamaican style jerk something or other. That was later on though. That was a different pack. That was the tan packs, not the brown packs. The dark brown packs had that potatoes au gratin though, and man, whoo! That stuff was pretty good. That was pretty good on the field. Out in the field, if you could get a hold of that son of a bitch, he was doing good. All right, Italian sausage with peppers, onions. That would be good. I bet that'd be good. Beef patty with jalapeno pepper jack. I don't know how I feel about that one, honestly. Southwest beef with black beans. Okay. Oh, so what do we got here? Well, you can check out the MREs. If you open it up, you already defeated the whole purpose. So I'm not going to do that, but unless we do a try it video. But basically, these all have like 2,000 calories to 3,000 calories in the pack, and that could come from various things. Now, back in my day, it used to have coffee in it, tea in it, Tabasco sauce. We used to make little bombs out of the Tabasco sauce in the heater and clear out the tents. I don't know if it's still in here like that. I don't know what's in these. We're going to have to open them up to see. You'd have your little moist towelette that you could use for various things out there in the field. And crackers usually. Usually something like crackers or... and they'd all be sealed up. They used to have dehydrated fruit. I remember those. A lot of time it was pear or strawberry, and you could put it with your pound cake or whatever. I used to trade those off too. Used to be you get shelf bread sometimes, and in the old brown ones, shelf bread came as a little side with it. So that was good. Those were the good old days, man. I remember when they switched them over to the tan ones. Chicken burrito bowl. What the hell, Bobby? Yeah. They had spaghetti with meat sauce, chili mac, shit like that back in the day. That weren't too bad. This one's cheese tortellini. So it seems like they've gotten a little fancier with the menu. But I gotta tell you, that old time brown pack potatoes au gratin is the best MRE I've ever had. And they quit making those a long time ago, probably 35 years ago. So I need my walker and my cane the more I think about this. But yeah, MREs are good, man. They're a good thing to have if you need them. It's better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. At $2, I can't believe they're this cheap. They've never, in my lifetime, I don't think they've ever been this cheap. Used to be you could go to the military surplus store, buy a box, but I remember them being more expensive even back in the day. So I don't know what happened. It's changed that they're this cheap to make. I don't know how they can make these at $2.67. I bet that's a pack of crackers right there. Look at that. Gotta be crackers. Yeah. All right, guys. So I was pretty excited. We got 2 cases of MREs, $64. Honestly, I don't know how you can do better than that. If you're wanting to do shit hit the fan preparation, now these are a bugaboo to move around. Like I said, this box was 40 pounds. But on the other hand, if you're not wanting to expose yourself and go out and hunt, right, which puts you in peril, or put somebody else in peril, right, depending on the scenario, this is a great way to just stay put. You're talking under $3 a meal, and seriously, it's not even a meal. You could live off one of these a day. The only thing with these is they have a lot of sodium, which, if you're active and everything, it's not that big of a deal. And if you're young, that's the main thing. Most people in the military are young. If you're an old guy like me, prehistoric, on the wrong side of all the wrong numbers, living off of these, you're gonna have to be careful because of the salt. So you might limit your portions on that stuff, and then grab something else like you could have garden. You could have canned stuff, which doesn't last as long, but for a while anyway. It depends on how long you think the duty's going to hit the fan. Worst case scenario, you're stuck in a bomb shelter because of nuclear holocaust, and you think somehow your filtration system's not going to get contaminated with radiation or something. Let's say best case scenario. Then who cares if you die of hypertension and heart disease? At least you live long enough to procreate and continue the human species. So honestly, if that's what you're going for, these are great. It's all great. I can't think of a single real downside to this stuff other than it takes up a lot of space and it's heavy. So you're not going to bug out. If you're bugging out, you might take 1 case of these with you. You're not going to take too many cases with you, right? All right. But at this price point, honestly, I don't know how you can go wrong. It's literally cheaper than a can of some soups for a whole meal. And you could augment this with canned stuff, canned fruit, stuff like that, But again, canned goods only last 3 to 7 years, I believe. It's the shelf life on that before you just don't want to eat it no more. Whereas this, you got 20. If you store this in a cool, dark place, you got 20 years. That's pretty sweet. But the reason it lasts so long, 1, it's vacuum sealed. So this pack is vacuum sealed. Inside here, everything inside there is vacuum sealed. And everything in there is going to be salty or sweet, right? Because that stuff keeps longer. That's just how it is. So you combine those factors, and this will still be edible in 20 years. It's probably not going to taste as good as it does right now, but that's okay. That's okay, because that's not the point of this product. Now, I don't know, cool kids. I don't know what you think, but we're going to do some try it videos, I think. And since I got 2 of the same case, that means it's no big deal to break open one of these. And there are various deals. I'm going to give you guys a link to the one I got, but there are a lot. If you're wanting more specific selections, like say you only like case A, there are options to buy only case A. But if you only buy case A, you're going to pay a little premium. Or you can be guaranteed to have a variety of cases. Well, again, if you want variety, it's the spice of life. You're going to pay for that privilege. But if you get random, totally random, and maybe A is the popular one, and that's why I got 2 Bs. I don't know. And I don't care, because I didn't buy these because I want the tastiest MREs. I am not an MRE connoisseur like that. That wasn't the purpose of this purchase. Now, if you guys give me a lot of views on the try it video, I might buy other cases just for content's sake. I am very interested in how the hell this works right here. Now, I will say, since I'm not in the field, I'm not going to be using the water heaters. They're messy. 1, 2. Even when I was in the Army, if it was wintertime and we had the stove going, I just take the packet, throw it on the stove, let it get hot. You don't need to use that water heater if you got a source of heat. Another trick is you can use the engine block on your truck. Yeah, if you're just sitting and chilling, you're out on, guard. Yeah, take your MRE pack, throw it on the engine while it cools down. It'll heat it up. You know, there's a lot of really good options other than that heat pack. The heat pack, like I said, it's a great thing to have, but it's not necessary. And some of these things, oddly enough, I remember, they weren't bad cold. And then other ones were inedible cold and really good hot. And some were just never good at all. So it all varies so much. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. I hope you find all the collectibles and SHTF goods of your dreams while you're awake. I just saw it at $267 per pack. This is a no-brainer. If you're stacking silver and gold, remember you got to stack other things too, right? To protect your investment, because if you're thinking it's SHTF, you got to have food, you got to have water, right? That's number one. Number two, you got to be able to defend your silver and gold. So that means you need lead and brass. Okay, lead and brass will save your ass. Unless, somebody with more lead and brass is coming your way. And even then, grab a couple MREs, bug out, play it smart, guys, and be safe out there. Like I said, better to have and not need than to need and not have. So that's that. At this price point, I don't know how you can go wrong. Let me know in the comments, though. Adios. Thanks for watching.